In March 2002, authorities in Bosnia Sarajevo will raid the offices of the Benevolence International Foundation due to suspected funding of al-Qaeda. The raid will uncover a handwritten list containing the name of 20 wealthy donors sympathetic to al-Qaeda. The list, referred to as the Golden Chain, contains both the names of the donors and the names of the recipients, but does not mention amounts given. 7 of the payments are made to Osama bin Laden. Most accounts will be vague on what year the Golden Chain document was written. Some say 1988, but according to counterterrorism czar Richard Clarke, he will say it's from 1989. Al-Qaeda, as we know it, was formed between the dates of August 11th to August 20th in 1988. According to the Wall Street Journal, they will write on May 18, 2003, quote, "The list doesn't show any continuing support for al-Qaeda after the organization began targeting Americans, but a number of the Saudis on it have been under scrutiny by U.S. officials as to whether they have supported terrorism in recent years," end quote. The donors included the bin Laden brothers. Their first names are not mentioned, but they give money to Osama bin Laden. UPI will later point out that the discovery of the document in Sarajevo calls into question whether al-Qaeda has received report from one of the Osama brothers. Adel Baderjee, a wealthy Saudi businessman who was also the founder of the BIF. Wael Hamza Jalaluddin, a Saudi millionaire who was one of the founders of al-Qaeda. And Salah Kamel, a Saudi billionaire and a majority shareholder of the Saudi conglomerate Dala al-Baraka. More on the document itself. It states that between the dates of August 11th to August 20th, 1988, bin Laden conducted 2 meetings to discuss the establishment of a new military group. Notes reveal that the group is initially called al-Qaeda al-Aqsanya, which roughly translates to the military base, roughly translated over to al-Masada, the Arab base that bin Laden had created for the Arab Mujahideen fighters in the early 1980s. But the name soon shortens to just al-Qaeda, meaning the base or the foundation. With the Soviets in the process of withdrawing from Afghanistan, it is proposed to create a new group to keep military jihad or holy war alive after the Soviets are gone. The notes don't specify what the group will do exactly, but it concludes initial estimate within 6 months of al-Qaeda's founding, 314 brothers will be trained and ready. In fact, al-Qaeda will remain smaller than that for years to come. 15 people attended these 2 initial meetings, including Dr. Ayman al-Zawahiri, the head of the Egyptian militant group Islamic Jihad, Abu Hafs al-Masri, who would now rename himself to Mohammed Atef. He would take over as the military commander of al-Qaeda with the unforeseen death of its original military commander, Abu Ubaid al-Banshiri. Mamdouh Mahmoud Salim, also known as Abu Hajir, Jamal al-Fadl, Wael Hamza Jalaluddin, and Mohammed Lawi Bayazid, who was a note taker for the meetings. Later, al-Fadl will reveal details about the meetings to U.S. investigators in 1996. Notes to the meeting will be found in Bosnia in 2002 as well. It will take U.S. intelligence years to realize a group named al-Qaeda even exists in the first place, and the first known incidents of U.S. intelligence being told the name will come in 1993 with the planning of the World Trade Center. However, al-Qaeda itself did not have any political or apolitical motivations, enemies, or orchestrations during that time. Those who decided to bomb the World Trade Center in 93 did not pledge bayat, which is loyalty to Osama bin Laden himself. However, there was a document found in the luggage of one of the orchestrational planners of the bomb that was used to bomb the World Trade Center, Ahmed Hajjaj. whose belongings were taken by immigration officials at JFK Airport. Later, his possessions were returned to him under the duress of the INS officers themselves, suggesting to the courts that Ahmadinejad was indeed a terrorist.